The following is from my dialogue with Jesus, which I have been writing and speaking in my personal devotions for over 10 years. You may use any part of it from my website, marryyourlifetojesus.com. 1 hour alone with me every day. Only a relatively few on the earth spend an hour of exclusive time with me daily. You are unique and very precious to me because you cleanse yourself for me and choose to spend prime time alone with me every day. Very few believers treasure 1 hour alone with me daily. Few take the time to purify for me and make themselves ready for me. Many look forward to marriage bliss with me throughout eternity, but fail to properly prepare for me. Marriage to me is reserved for those believers who choose to become my pure and spotless bride, who through diligent effort and purification seek to know me and please me. It is only through having the oil of intimacy that you will be permitted to marry me for eternity. Matthew 25, 1 through 13 reveals this clearly. Eternal salvation is freely given to all who trust me as their Savior and Lord. However, the oil of my divine intimacy into me see, to know me intimately and marry me for eternity, is given only to those who love me enough to spend at least 1 hour alone with me each day and who forsake the darkness of this world. Many believers use church attendance and ministry to people as a substitute for personal alone time with me. Many place their husband or wife, child or occupation, hobby or entertainment superior in their life to me. But what I said to my disciples in the garden is what I'm still speaking today to all believers. Can't you spend 1 hour in prayer, loving me exclusively alone? Is it so difficult to rearrange your schedule to spend prime time with me? As you spend 1 hour alone with me daily, you indeed demonstrate that I am the pearl of great price in your life, and that I am worth putting aside everything to be with me. If not, then you demonstrate with the rest of the world that you treasure other people and other things more than me, and this saddens me. For I am inside you to love you and be loved by you. I created you for sweet fellowship and marital intimacy with me. I created you to daily spend prime time with me and marry me for eternity. Most believers only offer me crumbs from the table of their life, a few minutes of their day, the leftovers of their love. How sad for them. They are missing the greatest pleasure of my joy and daily breaking my heart. For many are called into my intimacy, but few choose daily to be alone with me. Fewer still respond to my holy marriage proposal and marry their total life to me. Majesty, Jesus, Thank you for helping me treasure you above everyone and everything. Please help me to not let a single day pass without spending at least 1 hour of prime time with you. Each day you give me 1,440 minutes and only ask a mere 60 minutes of exclusive time with you. This is less than 4.3% of each 24-hour day. It's truly a small amount of time to spend alone with you. Therefore, help me cherish our daily time together above everyone and everything. Help me endure hardships as a good soldier and faithful servant, and guard my precious faith and trust in you. Help me acquire an abundance of the oil of divine intimacy and marry my total life to you. My champion of heaven, my holy, regal husband, my forever lover, I do not feel shame in your presence because of your great mercy and love for me. Your amazing grace, cleansing blood, and overcoming power working in and through me is causing me to remove the unclean things and to drive all darkness from me. I trust there's now nothing in me that is offensive to you. But if there's still something in me that offends you, I trust you to show it to me and help me to remove it, that not only my spirit, but also my soul and entire being are refreshing and inviting to you. My beloved, passionate bride, your sweet, tender words and pure devotion to me, expressed through your dialogue with me, touches me deeply and ministers to my heart. Now you are treasuring what is most precious to me concerning you. It's our daily exclusive time together, which I thoroughly enjoy. Your daily dialogue with me is neither redundant nor mundane, but truly delightful and healing to me. For so many believers hurt my heart, neglecting me and treating me as someone who is second best in their life. And this hurts me deeply and hurts them as well. Magnificent Majesty Jesus, I love spending alone time with you. Thank you for your great grace and tender mercy that causes me to pursue knowing you. My greatest joy and pleasure is being here with you, loving you, worshiping you, and adoring you. Here in the temple of your heavenly glory, I worship you and adore you. My dear one, any human being can make time for me and learn to value me. It's just a matter of what is important to them. Unfortunately, only a relatively few believers treasure being alone with me. Only a few create exclusive time for me daily. Most are seduced away from me by the pride of life, a puffed-up ego and desire for worldly knowledge and entertainment, lust of the flesh, palate pleasure and sexual pleasure, and lust of the eyes, desire for human associations and material possessions. The sexual slave trade and rampant perversions throughout the globe is evidence of this unfortunate reality. Each person must choose to overcome these addictive behaviors, soulish, self-medicating habits, and learn to abide in the living water of light with me. When a believer does this, they show first love for me and desire to be with me for eternity. Beautiful Holy Majesty, most precious Jesus, I'm so grateful that by your wonderful grace, I daily create abundant time for us to be alone together. It is not a sacrifice for me, but a divine privilege and my greatest pleasure to spend prime time with you. I do this now in order to marry you and grow my capacity to unconditionally love you and adore you throughout eternity. As I sit here in your holy presence and rest in your perfect love, I am renewed, restored, and rise with wings of faith and trust in you. I dearly love you, totally trust you and depend upon you, fervently worship you, and passionately adore you, with all my heart, all my thoughts, all my soul, all my strength, all my body, and all my being. For you have forgiven all my sins and healed all my diseases, sickness, sores, hurts, pain, loss, and my entire spirit, soul, and body completely. You have lifted my life out of the pit of poverty and despair, and crowned me with your divine favor, wealth, and compassion. As far as the east is from the west, that is how far you have removed my transgressions and guilt from me. Through the cruel lashes you bore upon your perfect body, and miracle of your cross and glorious resurrection, all my sins have been forgiven and forgotten, and I am being daily cleansed, healed, and transformed. Thank you, sweet Jesus.